Hi, I'm Clay Tellison.
I'm Darryl Tollison.
I am actually from Trinidad and Tobago and moved to the U.S. at the age of 18 years old. And I would say when I moved to the U.S., it was a culture shock for me. First of all, the people, and then speech was my big issue because I had a very, very, very heavy accent. So going to school and the education system in the U.S. actually helped me out. When I came to the U.S., they actually put me back 2 years in high school, and then I went to college, and that actually helped with my speech. And I actually met Darryl online. So I was actually finishing up my MBA, getting ready to go to law school, working on my personal statement, as a matter of fact, for law school, and I did not have a social life, and the only way to meet somebody for me was going online, and of course he saw my face and he contacted me.
You sure that's how that happened?
That is how that happened.
Oh, okay, all right. So, yeah, very true, very true. Well, with me, we both had very demanding careers. I was the deputy chief with Atlanta Police at the time, and you know, sun up, sundown, all hours of the night. So I went online and saw this beautiful woman right here and reached out to her. And then we met up in Atlanta somewhere in a public place. I was so cocky. I used to say, just Google me if you want to know about me. So arrogant. I would never do that now. So then, yeah, so we met, got together. Our first date, we spent literally, tell them how many hours we spent talking.
Gosh, our first date, we spent about 7 hours. Didn't even realize it was 7 hours, right?
At this
yeah.
restaurant, yeah. I knew then things were kind of clicking pretty well. So,
right.
Yeah.
And, you know, shortly after dating, Darryl took me to see my first RV.
First RV, yeah.
It was a Class A bus, and, you know, I never knew that home on wheels existed.
Yeah.
So, thanks for that.
Yeah.
And I was hooked ever since.
And I made the mistake of showing her a big Class A diesel pusher for the first RV, because after that, it was anything beneath that, oh, no, I wouldn't want this, no. So I knew then that, I probably should have started with something down here and worked my way up. So that's your first experience with RVing.
That's my first experience.
I grew up RVing with my mom and dad. So my mom and my dear parents put the love of RVing in all of their boys. And so I knew that RVing with my parents, even at a young age, and then later on when I was too broke to take my own vacation, so I'd go camp with my mom and dad. But I knew that RVing would be in my life in the future. And as I was getting ready to retire from Atlanta Police, I knew that I had seen the worst that this country can offer for 30 years. I'd seen the worst. And I remember telling Clay, for the next 30 years, I want to see the best this country has to offer. And I believe that an RV would be really the best vehicle to allow me to see the best places and the best people in this country.
Yeah, so you retired in 2018, 2019, the end of 2019, COVID happened, of course. And so you wanted to go full-time RVing. Yeah. So we sold the house and we got on the road. I was already working, remotely,
right?
full-time from home. And so it was easy for me my one requirement of full-time RVing was to make sure that we had the internet, because I have a lot of clients, a lot of meetings, a lot of Zoom calls, and a lot of travel. So I was literally traveling on the road and traveling to see clients working.
For 2 years straight, we traveled full-time in the Tiffin. And recently stumbled upon what we think is a dream house in Florida, St. Augustine Beach. So we still have the Tiffin, we're still going to continue to travel, already have 2024 planned out.
And so we saw the first season of RV Unplugged, and Darryl came to me early last year.
I think so, yeah.
And asked me about, doing the show, because we had gotten a call, right?
Yeah, well, Stacy reached out to us. I think she found us on YouTube, saw that we lived a very active life, and said, hey, would y'all be interested in maybe doing this show? And we were, right?
You were interested. I was actually, just focused on work, still focused on work, and basically because Darryl is retired. And so I said, you know what, I will do it. I will do it if you want to do it. So.
Yeah, but I tell you something, your corporation, your company has really worked well with you, because when you told them what you were going to do and you were hesitant to do it because of the time commitment, everybody in your
everybody was supportive.
Everybody said, no, you got to go do that. Go do it.
Yeah.
So not only are we excited, but so are of course our family and your colleagues and the executives at your
absolutely, and some of my clients as well. So they're looking to see this.
It's been a very exciting time, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.